How y'all doing? My name is Marla Foster, creator of Extra, read all about it. It's a cartoon series based off one of my graphic novels. CMDcomics presents The Day of the Parade. Today I'm going to be giving y'all a breakdown of the latest episode to give y'all a gist of the story and what's next to come. Before we get into all that, let's meet some of the characters, because we got a whole bunch of characters running around in the world of CMDcomics that's going to be featuring in the next episodes. So let's get into it. First, we're going to start out with Senator Leto Jeffries, one of the main protagonists of the Day of the Parade story arc. Once was a war vet turned politician, now he's running for state senator. He's just like an everyday community leader that really wants to see changes in the city. He is met with opposition of his former colleagues from the past. Next we got Saunders, one of the main antagonists along with the general and the older brother of Leto. Him and his brother Leto joined the general on his private mission in South America back in the day in search of a mysterious mineral. Along that journey, his brother backed out and he took that as ultimate betrayal, to the point where the grand mission of taking over the city is secondary to making his brother pay for going AWOL. Saunders is the co-founder of the SCF, but he's more like a street guy, like most of the characters in my book. Like, he really from the hood, he ran around and played for real, if you know what I'm saying. Lance. This kid is your everyday knucklehead. You know, the kid in classes used to give you a hard time, so you give him that eyeliner. Yeah, that's him. For some reason, he got a problem with the new kid in school, Tyrese Beamer, and he got all his friends that hate on him as well. So after class, they took a parade float and chased him around the city until they crashed into this unknown facility that turned out to be the SCF. Beamer. The new kid in class who's not afraid to be himself. He's not trying to be something he's not. Like, he into cartoons, playing video games. The average stuff kids should be into around that age. But for some reason, he run into a gang of kids that don't like him for being different. Think he's sweet and trying to get over on them. And they would have too if it wasn't nobody to step up for him. Pride. No nonsense kid sitting in the cut staying to himself, but he had to intervene once he seen Lance and his gang ganging up on Beamer. He usually a reserved kid and mind his own business, but once he overheard Lance plotting on a new kid, he seen how lame it was and put himself in the midst of the turmoil. He's the son of Ronald Pride, the champion of the annual street fighting tournament that the community put together to put an end to the violence in the city. Nevertheless, he's an introvert who's interested in his hobbies like drawing, playing video games, and trying to make a way out the hood, because stuff like this happen every day. Now that we got a breakdown of some of the characters, let's see what's up with the story. After the crash at the SCF happened, it wound up turning the city into a state of emergency type situation. We take a look at City Hall while these chaotic events transpire. There, Senator Jeffries is supposed to be finishing up the second half of the speech, but due to the catastrophes, the people are panicking, running around like roaches when the lights turned on. Leto successfully gets the civilians out of the venue safely when he starts to put two and two together. He remembers seeing his old general from the past during his first speech earlier that day, General R. Kamosi. His brainstorming gets interrupted by the gunfire he overhears outside and quickly rushes to the scene. Once outside, he sees the streets in disarray with soldiers shooting at the public bystanders and overall destruction all around him. Before Leto can get down to the problem, he sees no one other than Jerry Saunders, his longtime war buddy and brother he left in the past. Saunders gives him a brief synopsis of the reason why all this stuff is happening before pulling out a syringe filled with chemicals that transform many citizens called the Black Cloud Toxin, which turned out to be the substance of the mysterious minerals that they've been searching for long ago. He then uses the syringe on himself, which turns him into a subhuman in the process. After his transformation, he orders the troops to gun down Leto, but unfortunately they seem to be having a hard time as he invades the gunfire. Aggravated at the fact Saunders takes matters into his own hands and blasts a nearby building, causing the debris to topple over his brother, seemingly putting an end to Leto's defense. Saunders then began to taunt his brother before finishing the job. He flies off into the air only to come back down, destroying the area around him, just to make sure he got him. Now with Leto out the way, that's one less person from the past that can get in the way of their conquest. Is this the end of the Senator Leto Jeffries? We'll see. Meanwhile, we head back to the SCF after the big crash that fueled this event happened. Lance, who found out he gained the ability to fly in the last episode, went out to look for others scattered across the facility. He finds Beamer unconscious in a pool of water on the other side of the building, and he says he's going to go gather up the others before laughing mischievously and flying off. The story ends with a close-up of Beamer's hand being covered by the pool of water, gradually revealing that Beamer is in the process of his transformation. Alright, we're going to wrap it up right there. I'm currently working on the next episode, so make sure y'all check back in so y'all can get an update. Check up on the old episodes too so you can get a gist of what's going on and be up to speed. Yeah, that's about it, man. My channel is extra, read all about it at CMDcomics Presents. I'll see you next episode. Don't forget about it.